So in order to be able to select your phases on the project, you'll have come into the admin section. If you don't have admin access, someone else might. But you come in, you go to tab 3, which is the phases. These might be the phases you have, but if you wanted to add another set of phases that might not necessarily apply to every job, you can add them. Just give them a different name. That's something that's meaningful. So maybe you might have like demo clearing. The rate again would be the $1 per hour for the resources. The order, this is a placeholder, so you'll have to put it in there. So, set 5, maybe demo dash hazard, this rates 50, this one's 6. So now I have a few more phases in here. When I come into a current project and I set up workforce planning, you'll now see that all the phases that I entered into that area were selected. I can then delete the ones that I don't want and then click edit and enter in the information for the 2 phases that I have left here. And then you have to enter in the information to get to the next phase. The dates are important because that's what helps determine the table, but you could certainly put in $1 for the budget if you want to work out those numbers later. This would be okay. So now I just have those 2 phases, demo and demo. The dates were selected from the time spans I used, so 9 to 2. The one that I just put $1 in for the budget, you'll see that everything's 0 here. This is where I can come in and put in like 5 people. I want 4 people working in October. You can work it up however you want at that case. You could also work it by the number, so you can put in my budget for that month is 42,000. It'll use that rate that you have selected up here to figure out the number of resources for that month. And this is the working hours in the month, and right now that's something that can't be changed. So it's talking about there's 8 hours a day, there's 5 days in a week, a work week. So it's using that to calculate Monday through Friday, how many working hours there are to calculate that. $42,000 divided by $50 will yield 4.57 worker months, or workers per that month, so 4.57. So that means that in that entire month, you'll have 4.57 people busy. Granted, that might just mean that one of those people is leaving the job site 2 weeks earlier. So you'll have 5 there for, say, 2 weeks, and then 4 there for the rest of the weeks. But that is what this will do. Now, if you need to clear it back out, see I made these changes, I can click autofill. That'll take the information back up here, the $, and these dates, and it'll repopulate the auto calculation. If I need to clear this altogether, I can click clear. It's going to confirm that I'm deleting the workforce that I set up, and you'll see that we come back to the phases that were originally in the project. So that is how you choose different phases for each project. You can click reset. So I've deleted one, I can click reset, it'll come back.